Hey everybody, it's Runt with you again. We're going to be doing another load in American Truck Simulator with the Peterbilt that I bought in the last episode. This is all the modifications that I made to it. We still have a little bit of money in the bank. We've already picked our load, and it's going to be going from San Diego, which is where we stopped at last time, where my garage was, at the Peterbilt dealer, to Camp Verde, Arizona. So, our job is to pick up this Swift trailer with this Peterbilt and move it on down the road to Camp Verde. We're at 42 Print here in San Diego. We're going to go ahead and back into the trailer and get on the road. So let's jump in the truck. Let's fire the truck up. There it is. Ah, it sounds beautiful. Go ahead and kick on the four-ways beans. We're sitting here. Go ahead and kick on my map. And let's grab this trailer. There it is. We got it. Alrighty, so a little bit of a tug test. There it is. We're good there. We're moving around the yard. Let's go ahead and leave the four-ways on for right now and get on down the road. Now, I picked this load mainly because it was most money for the mile. Being as we do have a loan that we need to pay off, A, and B, it seemed like a pretty neat add-on trailer that we could get our hands on. So let's go ahead and look out the way there, look out the way there, kick on our mirrors. Actually, no, I don't need to do any of that. We're in second gear. That's the button I was looking for. Let's go ahead and not run over the curb. Bus, you need to give me some room there, pal. Alrighty, so I am very much looking forward to getting a couple things more as far as peripheral for my American Truck Sim stuff. Hopefully the view is much improved for you guys. It is about as best I can get as a compromise between me playing with 3 monitors and you guys watching it. You guys are getting a full 1920 by 1080 with some mirrors up on the screen that aren't really so much in my way. And the truck, it doesn't seem like I am sitting on the steering wheel. I ended up, a little bit of research was done, and I found out that when I went to triple monitor, it narrowed my field of view to 50 degrees. I have since set my field of vision to 65 degrees, which gives you kind of your normal ATS view out the dash, but gives me the ability to, oh, that truck is not going to be happy with that. Come on. I just lugged the fire out of that thing. Alright. Anyhow, so that, I hope this is the last time I change any of the views. Hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you understand that I enjoy simming like this because it makes it much more realistic on my end than using one monitor, because I actually see things a little bit further out than you guys can. And B, you guys are able to see what you want to see and listen to me and whole 9 yards. So, now, with all of that said, there are 2 more things that I want to get. It's going to take me a little bit of time, but I can see them happening in the not so distant future. Mainly one of them is an SKRS, where I'm actually looking at doing 2 of them. One for left-hand drive, one for right-hand drive. Because I do enjoy Euro Truck, and Euro Truck, it would be a right-hand drive, left-hand shift, which would be another level of difficulty for me. And B, there's a SciTech panel that I could get that is for farm sim. However, I think it would add a whole bunch of almost like dashboard switches for me in my game, and I've seen another YouTuber actually use one of those, and it would give me the ability to have that that controller on top of my wheel and pedals and just use my ATS setup if I ever got into farm sim as well. Now that's the gear I want. Let's get through the light. There we are, 6th gear. Alrighty. Looks like we're on the highway. I know I'm kind of wrapping it out, but anyway, I don't think this is going to be too long of an episode. I just planned on doing this one run, getting it done, and moving on to the next recording session for me. I don't know exactly what that recording session is going to be. I do know I'm working on a couple other projects with Sergeant Manley and Black Hollow, as well as Ghost Rider. We've got him into Grand Theft Auto 5 now. So helping him get everything set up and so forth. So now I plan on, like I said, doing every mile in this truck with you guys along for the way. Oh, and speaking of way stations, that's another point of discussion. The last episode I did, I was overweight by 300 pounds. Now, I don't know if the trailer modders take into account weights. But if they don't, there's a good chance that I'll always be overweight. Now, I did talk to Chip, being as I was 300 pounds overweight on the last one that I did. 92,000? Yeah, we'd have to have permits. Anyhow, trucks with no permits are allowed 80,000 pounds unless they have what's called an APU on board. For the flight sim guys out there, or truck sim guys out there, you probably already know what an APU is. APU is an auxiliary power unit, and on a truck, it actually does air conditioning as well as power and everything else. That way you're not running the big diesel sitting at a truck stop when you're resting or whatever else. You can run that smaller unit that's not going to have the same footprint as that, giant cat that I've got in this thing. So, now with an APU, I'm given a 400 pound leeway. So I can carry a little bit more weight, but my truck weighs a little bit more because of the APU, that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and lock the cruise in to 55 once it backs down. I'm being pushed downhill so fierce by the trailer. There it is. Go ahead and shut my windshield wipers off because I don't think it's raining anymore. I don't see it on my dash or on my windshield. But now 92,000 pounds, we are heavy. And we've got a 10-speed transmission. That's really all at level 3 that I can afford. Now, here pretty soon, it looks like we're going to have to stop. It's saying in about 300 miles. I don't think I've got that much time on my book, according to the game. So, have to see when we get there. Matter of fact, I can check that now. Yeah, 2 hours, almost 3 hours. And I've got 7 hours to go. But I think I have enough time on the job that I'm not going to get hit. So they're expecting this between 4:30 and 11:30 in the morning at FedEx. Okay, yeah, the math works out. I'll be able to stop as soon as I find a place to pull off, which really doesn't make any sense in the American Truck Sim game. Granted, you want to find a truck stop, or truckers are required to find a truck stop or a rest area or something somewhere safe that they can stop their truck so they can climb in the back and go to sleep. But in the routing, stuff like that. I'm guessing it would be more of a, oh, I see that fuel stop up there. I'm going to try to hit it. I don't need the fuel stop. Oh, man. Damn. Alright, load you. And the reason I picked this one because it's... Oh, well. Anyway, the reason why I picked this stop, because I know the parking lot, and it's a big old parking lot. So, man, I'm getting dinged all over the place. My guy's driving like crap because he's tired. That's my excuse. That's the story I'm going to go with anyway. So there we are. Big old parking lot for me not to hit anything else in. I'm curious. 0 damage all the way around. Been hit with a couple fines, but go ahead. Pull into this spot here, kind of idle up into there. There's the blocks. There it is. We're going to set the parking brake, kill the engine, and we're going to go to sleep. So it's going to be in the dark when we're running again. Of course. Anyhow, start the truck and go ahead and turn on the lights. Parking brake engaged. Parking brake disengaged. Don't see anything behind us. Start following the trailer around, and lo and behold, there we are. We are trying to keep the truck as quiet as I can for these guys out here. And I wouldn't want to hear a truck revving the fire out of itself while I was trying to catch a nap. Bus coming this way. Double check over there. And there we are. One thing I forgot to look at. Take the time to tag axle's up. Now the reason why I picked that tag axle is just in case we did get something super heavy or someplace like that. It's a little more stability. I don't think that axle actually pulls, but it basically add more stability to the truck. It gives me a little bit more length to try to maneuver around, but it should be fine. So now we've got about 12 hours left to get this load where it needs to go, and 250 miles. So if you figure 55 miles an hour, we're about 5 hours out. So, I'm going to go ahead and try to get up there, get the cruise set. Ooh. I didn't realize I was speeding. There we go. Cruise is set in at 55, 60, 65, 70, because we are now in Arizona. And 55 again. What's the deal? Wasn't even any warning. So, hopefully, get over here. Jump up to 65, 75. Fantastic. Actually, I'm going to try to back it down a little bit so we're not running as hard. But we're still making good time. We're doing 65 miles an hour. About 1700 RPM, which is a little over where I want to be. But that's the best I can do with the 10-speed at this point. Gearing is gearing, but I don't want to run the truck too hard because it's just burning fuel up that we don't need to burn up. Can't really afford to burn it up at this point because we do have loans, if I'm not mistaken. Down the road. Catching up this gravel truck here. Move over. I don't think I need to get off the highway anytime soon. Turn up here. So we need to go ahead and get around this green car and move over. It looks like we're clear. Go ahead. Hit the old Jake brake. That off. Going into second gear. I don't see any headlights coming. Fourth. Come over into sixth. Seventh. I'm betting we're going to need to be in eighth here very quickly. Here we are. 65. It's off a sharp corner for 65 miles an hour. Yeah, there's no way you can do 65 through there. That's just insane. Back up to about 65 miles an hour, got about 100 miles to go, and then this one's going to be in the books. say it's around $6,700 is what we're going for pay on this one. We've lost about 600 bucks in clipping trailers because the AI gets too far forward at points. So anyhow, AI gets a little too far forward on turns, that kind of thing. You know, you do the best you can with what you got. I may look into doing track IR even with 3 monitors, but I'm not sure at this point. I'm liking the setup I've got. So. Set the cruise again, about 50 miles away. And another thing I'm really looking forward to in American Truck Sim is the new rescale. I really hope they do that. And I've been talking to a lot of people about the you know, additions of states, maybe even countries. I would like to see, instead of SCS doing you know, $1.99 per state and going to Utah and then going up to Oregon and Montana and Idaho and Washington and $1.99 a state. Well, they've got 3 states. There's 48, you know, contiguous U.S. states. So you're looking at 45 more states at $2 a piece. That's 90 bucks. That's a lot for, you know, just a few more miles of map. Now, if they did something to the point of, say, $4.99 for a region. Okay, so we started out in kind of what's known as the Southwest. So what happens if they do $5, $4.99 for a $4.99 for, say, the Pacific Northwest, and then you have, you know, the Plains states, and then you have the Southeast, and stuff like that. I think that would be where I'd like to see them go, but I'm not sure. I'm not part of SCS. I would love to be. I'd love to be like Squirrel and be able to go, you know, see those guys in their office and hang out with them and give them my feedback, but I'm not a truck driver. I've got no dog in this race. Alrighty. I see a FedEx logo back there. It looks like we got here plenty of time left to spare. No telling where they're going to want this thing though, so. That's rough on a truck. Oh, I see where they want it. That's fantastic. And I do have random parking on. I will back it in if it asks me to. But I think this, instead of always having the challenging spots, is kind of cool, because every once in a while you get a break, you know. Not everybody's going to want you to try to fold the truck up and put it in the pocket. So, let's go ahead and drop the trailer. Fantastic. Excelente. Minus the couple ding-dongs we had. Looks like we drove 375 miles, took us 18 hours, and used 71 gallons of fuel. for a total of $393 experience and right at $6,700. So let's take a look. Where are we wanting to put? Okay, just-in-time delivery. That gives us a 20% experience bonus. So that's where I'm going to put that point. We got a new mail. We'll look at that here in a second. And I think we're going to go ahead and go into Phoenix and take a look at this truck dealer here. And then go from there, because I think we've got a little bit of experience that'll go ahead and get us something neat that we can put on the truck. So let's go ahead and jump over here. Try to pull a U-turn of this big old long truck. And again, I'm going to look to make sure that my axles are up. Alright, we're stopped. And we're going to go out here and get back on the highway. Head on over to Phoenix Town. Got nobody coming. Get back over to third gear. Seems like all I'm doing is switching high to low range. Seventh gear. There we go. Now we can do eighth gear. Now that Prius just blew the heck out of that stop sign there. So the truck's not working near as hard as it was to get to speeds, but still, see, $2,000 at 75 miles an hour, that's a little much. So we're gonna go ahead and get over, lock it in at 65. Just for a couple seconds while we get into Phoenix. Clutch on the brake a little bit. Ninth gear. Go ahead and seventh gear. Got the window. Oh, old GTO coming. Get to this dealership here sometime today. dealership is out there. Getting the hang of it now. Sorry about my frames, guys. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I know I'm speeding a little bit, but don't know what kind of dealership this is yet. Oh, Kenworth dealer. Alright. Well. Let's go ahead and pull around to the service area and see what they have for us. We'll go ahead and stop the truck here, put her in park, shut the lights down, shut it down, and we're going to go ahead and enter and see what we got. So the only thing we got to do is tires. Not so worried about that at this point. And we can do upgrades. Nothing really upgrade wise there that I want to do. Long. I don't want long. I want lowered. That's what I want right there. Or that's weird. Alright, let's go ahead. Lowered. There we go. I want that thing slammed. I want it to look cool. So, let's see. Engines, can't really do anything there. Trannies, I don't think we can do anything other than we've got a retarder 10-speed. I'm actually going to get rid of the retarder and go with the just regular 10-speed 308. And then can't do anything with the interior. Paint, I like it. And we've got stuff we can put on here. Metal fender guards, 1 and 2. That looks weird. Oh, because the front fenders are clipping through. Aha. So I guess I'll go with the folded ones because I don't want the fenders all banged up. And I don't see anything other than we could get some new wheels. And I'm going to go ahead and put wheels back here. I want to say these are the regular Peterbilt. Nope. Ovals. Yep. We'll go ahead and put a cap. The Alcoa cover, I think, is what we have. Either that or the cornet. Oh, Peterbilt oval. Let's go with that. Or not. And we've got the Alcoa. Got the long ones there. Think of it, the long ones all the way around. So we'll go ahead and go with the long cover. Oh, those things look ridiculous. Swags don't need them. Long cover. Covered. To go, Nope. Covered, because I don't need... I will go ahead and go with the long covered. They kind of stand out with the, that's odd though. Anyhow, that's that. And it looks like all we're going to do to the truck today, guys. So, there that is. Let's see how much money we've got. We've got $38,000 in the bank. We're going to go ahead and check our email, see what we got. We can help you grow. You can borrow up to $500,000. Already owe enough. So, let's see. Bank. Let's see. I haven't even made my first payment yet. Ouch. So, that's going to start hitting here pretty soon. But we've only borrowed $125,000. So, with that said, guys, I think this is the end of the episode. I'm going to go ahead and park the truck. There she is. I see a parking spot there that's got my name on it. Through. Set the parking brake, take a look at the truck on the outside. And there she is, boys and girls. That's us, right there to a T. So, guys, it's been great, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.